Green tip, 5'5", in that bitch. I got 2 kids, you don't want me slip. Blick him. Alright, man, what's going on in this bitch? This motherfucker boy Manny, yeah, Helsing, Luciano, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Like I said, once again, do not be misleaded by my intro. My intro is my second YouTube channel, but unfortunately, I put it on here for marketing purposes. So anyways, with that being said, Charleston White responds to Melvin Farmer saying he was robbed and tied up in LA. Now, I had to get some intel on this before I did the reaction because I was kind of lost in the sauce when I seen this title. But then I did some research on Melvin Farmer, and if you pay attention to TikTok and Charleston White's TikToks or the little short clips, there was this interview that Charleston White was on, and he was with 2 other old heads, and they was talking about something, and him and Charleston White got into it, and he walked up out of the interview. It was 2 other old heads. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up right now. It was this nigga, that nigga. If you are very familiar with that interview or that cut scene that was posted on TikTok of him arguing with them and him walking out, then you know who this is. So allegedly, Melvin Farmer said that he was robbed and tied up in LA. And I just watched another interview, and Melvin said that Charleston White used to hit him up for all types of shit. He was basically under Melvin Farmer as like his sidekick or some shit like that. And he ended up getting tied up and robbed in LA or some shit like that. I literally just watched that video right now, and Melvin Farmer seemed like he was just fucking talking for his ego. But with that being said, I'm always on Charleston White's side, so let's get into this bitch and see what my boy got to say. Fuck you talking about? You see that comment? Man, he knows how to destroy rumors. On my baby, nigga, watch this. My boy finna go crazy. I'm super intrigued.
So hold on. Melvin Farmer, he went on No Jumper and he claims you were tied up and robbed, and that's why you turned against everything. It's kind of like you're bitter towards California because of this incident. I just want to ask.
Basically, that's basically what he was trying to say. The attitude and behavior that Charleston White displays now, Melvin Farmer said that that's the same reason he acts the way he acts, because he was robbed in LA, basically.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then why they just now saying that now? On all the platforms. Literally. When I first started dissing Nipsey Hussle, they didn't come out and say that then.
Literally just thirsty.
And when I was in California, homie, I worked at Diamond Dale Adolescent Home. What did they rob me for? I worked at Diamond Dale Adolescent Group Home. What did they rob me for?
The fuck, man? The
one in Hawthorne and then the one in Gardena. What did they rob me for? They still ain't said that. Homie, the California niggas is embarrassed, right? Because I walked them niggas streets. And if you go back and look at my Facebook page called Nat Turner, I walk them niggas streets every day looking like a hobo cowboy.
This nigga's so
them long ragged dreads, looking like a dope fiend nigga. And Mexican cowboy.
Bro, oh my God, bro. I seen like videos and old pictures of him when he had fucking dreads, and Jesus Christ, thank God you cut them bitches off.
The coveralls tucked in the boot. Who go rob that nigga? And rob him for what? Tie him up for what? And he didn't go to the police. Now I'm going to the police on everything now.
Literally, bro. Literally. This is a snitch of the century. And you're sitting here telling me that I'm supposed to believe that this nigga got robbed and tied up in LA, especially LA, and my nigga didn't snitch? Get your goof ass on, nigga. Charleston White all day.
I was robbed and tied up, and they want y'all to believe I didn't run to the police. Nigga, I'm gonna run to the police, nigga, rob and tie me up and don't kill me. I'm gonna run to the police and go show the police I didn't run to the police. Nigga, I'm gonna run to the police, nigga.
This
rob
nigga
and tie
dead
me up,
ass
don't
serious.
I'm gonna run to the police and go show the police where I was tied up at. No, you're not. No, come on, homie. So, and they said I was working for the FBI and I'm a snitch. They robbed and tied up an FBI snitch.
Literally, bro. This nigga just knows how to put everything into third perspective and show you how it doesn't make fucking sense. Like, who the fuck is gonna rob and tie up Charleston White? Who? Nigga, you got to be a goofy.
One time, they was on Cam Capone, homie, and they said, we got the paperwork right here. They held up the paperwork. The people screenshotted and zoomed in. It said Vancouver Police Department. One time, they was on Cam Capone, homie, And they said, we got the paperwork right here. They held up the paperwork. The people screenshotted and zoomed in. It said Vancouver Police Department.
Old heads, man, be killing me. What the fuck?
These
Just
guys'
lying.
whole pitch and platform is about Charleston White. Let me tell you how I met Melvin Farmer. My homeboy's son, guy by the name of Dacian Steptoe, killed a high-ranking police officer in Fort Worth, Texas. A police officer by the name of Garrett Hull. SWAT unit, motherfucker. Badass white.
Fuck? What the fuck? How the fuck does he just remember that? What the
Police
fuck?
officer by the name of Garrett Hull. SWAT unit, motherfucker.
He talking about SWAT
white
unit.
Boy.
What the fuck?
I found out what happened and transpired to that. Based on my knowledge and training that I've been partnering with the police department with the procedural justice training, I found out that they violated their own procedural justice training. Had they not violated, had they been following this procedural justice training, both Officer Garrett Hull and Dacian Steptoe would be alive. So the family of Dacian Steptoe was getting a lot of threats. I personally know the mother and the father. They had nothing to do with this kid's behavior. The mother and father was getting a lot of threats from around the country. So I went and held security one night. Went and loaded up with my guns and my bullets, nigga, and went and held security.
The fuck?
I talked about this on the 85 South show. I ended up being, I'm going to say, kidnapped by a local police department and admitted to the mental asylum. Motherfucker put me in the crazy house under the Sandra Bland Act. So when they would shoot me up with all kind of drugs. Nigga, I don't know what kind of drugs these white folk were giving me. So when I got out, my partner that lived in California, old Gaffer, said, shit, man, come out here. So I went out there and stayed with his mother. Before I went out there, I put my resume and everything on Indeed. I landed a job interview with Diamonddale Adolescent Home and a few other places. I went out there for the interview, got hired at Diamonddale Adolescent Home. Then I moved to California a week later. My nigga told me, shit, homie, most niggas who come to California don't even have a job, nigga. So shit, you already one step ahead. That's how
I done heard so many niggas who swear that they're just gonna go to California and just make it work, and them niggas be on Skid Row. Like, nigga.
Serious about making this transition. I went to California, homie, to smoke marijuana so I can push those psychotropic drugs out of my system, to cleanse myself. So I went to California, homie, to smoke marijuana so I can push those psychotropic drugs out of my system.
That nigga said I went to California so I can smoke weed so I can let go of those psychotropic medicines out of his body. What the fuck? That is some, bro, this nigga the nigga just always stinking, man.
Serious about making this transition. I went to California, homie, to smoke marijuana so I can push those psychotropic drugs out of my system, to cleanse myself. So I walked every day. I lived on Imperial in Vermont in the Denver Lane Bloods neighborhoods on the borderline of the Hoovers. I would walk up Figueroa, so I walked their streets, homie.
What the fuck, man? That was basically a quick reaction. He didn't really say too much. This probably wasn't the best reaction video, and it probably left a little y'all lost in the sauce. But with that being said, I just want to record this. This is very intriguing to me just because I've seen these niggas arguing. I've seen like cut clips of them arguing in certain interviews, and he walked out and they got into it. Melvin, some Crip nigga, and they got into it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, man, this wasn't nothing too crazy. I apologize, but yeah, next video, my nigga. Peace out.
I'm in the Hellcat flying. These little niggas be